When you look at and this is just your gut feeling, there's some talk that the Cavs are trying to get another top 10 pick. Do you think that's likely? If so, what would it take? Who do you think they're targeting to get that other top 10 pick?
Well, you look at those three teams that I mentioned, the Raptors at number 4 are really looking to move out of that spot and really kind of return. You know, they just won a championship 2 years ago. Then the next season they missed the playoffs entirely. So or 2 seasons later, they missed the playoffs entirely. They're really looking to get back into contention, and they feel like they have most of the pieces. If the Raptors can't find a veteran player, so they would be a candidate for a Colin Sexton. If they can't find that type of player, then they would probably be more willing to liquidate the roster, move Siakam, Pascal Siakam, who obviously is an all-star power forward, and kind of gut things and rebuild. So the Raptors would be a great candidate as somebody who might move that number 4 pick. If you're the Cavs, though, you don't really necessarily want to move back in the draft. You want to keep that number 3 and try to get another one. The Warriors obviously have no desire to add a bunch of rookies to the team, and they have the number 7 and 14 pick with Klay Thompson returning and supposedly James Wiseman, their center from last year, being healthy. Those guys coming in, the Warriors want to try to make another run at it, so they would be more than happy to liquidate themselves of that number 7 pick. Again, they also have number 14. So those two teams, to me, would be the primary teams. Oklahoma City, I think, is exploring a lot of things. They have called the Cavs. They have the number 6 pick. I think that's possible. They have 6, 16, and 18. I don't think that the Thunder want to keep all 3 of those. So maybe the Cavs won't get another top 10 pick, but I think it's very realistic they could end up somewhere in the 15 to 20 range with a second pick as well as the number 3.
Any names to keep an ear out for that you think would fit that the Cavs might be looking at with that pick mid or even at that 6 to 10 range or middle of the first round?
So much of what happens or what that would consist of in the 6 to 15 range, even there's so many guards and small forwards available there, and they're all considered pretty talented, but they're all kind of jumbled together. You hear names like Scotty Barnes from Florida State, who is kind of a tweener forward, can play both small and power. You hear names like Keon Johnson, the guard forward from Tennessee. You hear James Bouknight, the shooting guard from Connecticut. All of those type of players really are almost positionless in that range. And it's hard to tell what the Cavs might be looking for with somebody like that. They could turn around and trade one of those picks if they get them too, use as part of a Sexton package or something like that. But there's just so many talks and so much buzz going on. If you ever saw the movie Moneyball with Brad Pitt playing the role of Billy Beane, like answering the phone, putting a guy on hold, answering another phone, that is probably what Kobe Altman looks like right now and will all the way up until Thursday's NBA draft.